So for my audience, I'm going to give a small snippet that when women are coming into pregnancy, they do lose a bit of their brain function, so to speak. And that is about 6 to 7% of the brain tissue mass, just to help accommodate for taking care of baby.
So even the school nurse is like, you are not having your periods and you are saying you are feeling pain. Now these are the people who don't like school. You must be pretending. Yeah. So this can really impact on you because they don't believe you to begin with. As you continue growing older, it starts actually looking smaller. It shrinks. I was a bit more quarrelsome.
I like how you're being diplomatic.
Because it is now me.
You're being diplomatic.
You are a bit more quarrelsome. At times you do things which later on you look back and it is like, now what was that? I had to change my dress size up. Yeah. So within very short periods of time you find it can't fit anymore. It can't fit anymore. And that is also it's not cheap.
Welcome to yet another episode of Filling the Gap podcast, where we are filling the gap on what your doctor and your mother didn't tell you. Today's guest is a very good friend of mine. She has taught me a lot of things, and I go acquiring many mothers, so I would imagine that she's like my mom. So there's going to be stuff that she will be talking about that she hasn't learned from her mother or hasn't taught her daughter. Let's see. We'll see. So I'd like to welcome, I call her Auntie Jane, but she will introduce herself formally, what she does. I know a lot of little things she's doing, like a book that she's writing. So I am inspired myself to write a book. Hivi karibuni. So when her book is out, please go and buy it and read it. She's very wise. So welcome. Karibu.
Asante sana. Thank you.
Is this like your first podcast ever? No. You are used to the...
You stop many things. Okay.
Tell me who you are, how we know each other, what you do, fun times.
Okay, my name is Dr. Jane Wasike Siminyu.
You must start there.
I'm a wife, mother, and pathologist. Currently, I'm a retired pathologist. So I don't do much clinical work, but I'm still registered as a non-clinical practitioner.
Okay.
Yeah. Dorcas is one of my cheeky daughters or little sister, whatever she wants to call herself. Okay, I decided to rest a lot when I retired because I realized I think I had been working too much, which is good, but I'm writing a book whose title is actually Wife, Mother, and Pathologist.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Who is a pathologist, for our audience who doesn't know? What do pathologists do?
Okay, this is a medical doctor who masters in pathology. Pathology is the study of medicine where you help diagnose diseases, and in case somebody passes on, you also do what we call postmortems or autopsies, and diagnose what the cause of death would have been. Most people think pathologists are equal to postmortem, but no. We have many aspects of pathology, and postmortems are just one of them. Because you could do pathology and spend most of your time in the lab doing hematology, histology, microbiology, parasitology, immunology.
So for our younger audience who
Yeah.
would be looking to go to med school,
Yeah.
there are various options. So pathology is not just about death and dying.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
In fact, after I completed my pathology, most of our colleagues think we diagnose too late. But for those of us who do forensic, I did forensic pathology, so I've spent most of my time doing autopsies. Yes. But we see more, and we are in a position to now guide them for the next
cases.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I have a theory that even amongst medics,
Yes.
there are two groups of highly intelligent medics who know a lot. And pathologists are one of them, because you have to know the head to the toe
Yes.
of the body,
Yeah.
as opposed to myself, who only deals with what we call 1% area. And the other group, I think, are anesthesia people, because they have to understand how every tissue would respond to all the medications that they give. What do you think?
You are very correct now that you put it. But it is true, actually.
Yeah.
Though, even for you to function in your 1%, if you don't know the rest, then you won't be able to
work.
Yes.
Okay.
Because everything that impacts on your patients, and most of them who will come, and especially, I know you really love infertility.
Yes.
You will find that it is because of what happened during our teenagehood.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if it is not physical, it may be psychological. Yes. Because of the way people treated us or responded to our moods during that time, that we are infertile and need to see you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can walk
So
around.
you also need to be very intelligent. Yes.
Okay.
And otherwise, if you just think you are 1%, then you won't make it.
Yeah.
You have to think outside the box. Yes.
So guys, Auntie Jane has said I'm intelligent.
You are.
I'll take that. All right. So you've spoken about being a wife and being a mother.
Yes.
Let's start with maybe mother, because the podcast is filling the gap for what your mother and your doctor, or your doctor and your mother didn't tell you. And having your experience as a pathologist and worked through a lot of life, maybe if we take it from the very beginning, when moms are still pregnant, so we are fetuses, and we're going to walk through all the way until one of my favorite topics, which is menopause. And now that you've brought in moods, which is a lot about the brain, tell me how the brain looks like when we are little tiny babies in our moms to all the way when we get into menopause.
Okay, when you're still in your mom's womb, or most people say stomach, you are, first of all, your head is much, much bigger than the rest of you. Yeah.
Okay.
And most children, when they are born, actually,
their heads are bigger.
The head is slightly big. But before they are born, when you look at the ultrasound or whatever scan, you'll see that it's much, much bigger than the rest of the body. But after birth, if you compare it now anatomically with maybe a teenager or something like that, it's a bit more jelly like compared to that of a teenager.
Of a teenager.
Yes.
So the baby's brains are more like squishy.
Yes.
Would
yes.
you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then is it much more than firm when you're much older, or does it stay almost the same when you look at it?
It depends. As you get older, if there is no incident of any chronic illnesses which may impact on it, like maybe during hypertension, you may have a stroke, a bleed, and then it heals with scarring. If you smoke, if you drink, and then, or you have infections or is it chronic diseases like diabetes? Then there's hardening of the vessels, and some areas start healing with scar tissue, and then you find that the scarred area shrinks. So that way it may look different. But without any of those, there should be no difference. But as you continue growing older, it starts actually looking smaller. It shrinks. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's interesting, because a lot of people, I'm sure, their mothers haven't had that information to share with them, and their doctors usually will not have. We don't talk about how brain changes or even shrinks like with age.
Yeah.
So for my audience, I'm going to give a small snippet that when women are coming into pregnancy, they do lose a bit of their brain function, so to speak. And that is about 6 to 7% of the brain tissue mass, just to help accommodate for taking care of babies. So a lot of people may notice that moms, it's called mom brain or pregnancy brain. I've not had that experience, but I've seen it. And it's a lot of restructuring so that you're able to take care and protect the child. So a lot of mom will have brains that are just functioning to take care of the babies. Another thing happens when they are teenagers. When we become teenage, the brain also remodels. So even though structurally, what you're explaining is that the brain largely looks the same, at the functional level, there are changes that are happening, and this can be hormone dependent. And the same thing happens in menopause, that there is loss of brain tissue. So now, in thinking about your experiences as both wife and mother, what may you think that your mom didn't tell you, especially when we're coming to the brain and moods and how we respond? What may have been the most shocking for you or most surprising?
I think I grew up during days when there was a lot of generational interconnectivity.
Interconnectivity.
Yes. So your mom was never just that Mama Leonora. Your mom was kind of the village around you. And most of the things you learned from how you are socialized within that environment. Yes. But my mom used to, as a social worker, she used to tell us many, many stories about incidences of what she sees as she's working. And I think that is how she used to teach us, looking back. Yeah. All these unfortunate things which come to her office, she'll talk about it, and she'll throw in caution that now if you ABCD, then you may end up like this or like that. But to just tell us about the brain, never. Yeah.
That's interesting, because we are from a generation, maybe not so much village, but I get what the concept is of like my neighbors and the moms of my neighbors would act as disciplinarians or someone who is watching out for you, which may not be the case for the generation that has come after us. So if you take us a little back, how did you learn maybe about like periods and things like that? Was that now from that community, the interconnectivity, or from your mom?
From the interconnectivity. Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember any one-on-one with my mother about that. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And looking at the information that you then got, do you feel it was adequate to prepare you for what came, and also as becoming into a mom and up to where you are at the moment?
It used to be each step, wherever you are, what you get suffices. And I guess as you move on, you find another community actually. Yeah.
Okay. So has there been anything that has surprised you, where you stumbled upon things and they surprised you?
No, you know what has surprised me is that as I've grown and gone into medical school, I've realized that mood swings contribute a lot to what we turn out to be, especially depending on how people react to our mood swings. Yes. Yeah. Because if, let's take, you are now just beginning to get your periods, you are in school, and then there are those people who get during ovulation, they get the pain. So even the school nurse is like, you are not having your periods and you are saying you are feeling pain. Now these are the people who don't like school. You must be pretending. Yeah. So this can really impact on you because they don't believe you to begin with. Yeah. So it is like everybody is trying to discipline you because you don't want to go to class. You could even end up hating school because everybody hits on you. Yeah.
That's an
and then you may just be a bit too rude. Yeah. Just because
it is that time.
it's that time. And if you also find somebody who doesn't understand and it's happening every month, then they label you as a very rude student, and that also impacts on you. Yeah. You may end up doing things which could even lead to being suspended or things like that. But you also do not understand why
it's happening.
Yeah.
You raise an interesting point. The pain that Dr. Jane is talking about is called Mittelschmerz. It's a German word. And I don't think I knew about it until I was in medical school, even though I had been experiencing it every single month. And I had no idea what that was about. A very severe pain, very short lasting for many people. Sometimes it can be a day, but for a lot of women it will just be about an hour, 2 hours. And it is significant enough to make you get out of class or not be able to concentrate. And we've just discussed pain in one of the other episodes with my colleague, and how it is a big problem in how we dismiss especially adolescent girls with their pain problems and pain issues. So that's interesting that it's also come up, in our conversation with you. The mood swings one is interesting because in puberty, the men and how the brain is sort of working at that time exposes them to a lot of risky behaviors. It's when a lot of boys will start smoking or alcohol or, doing dangerous things. The girls less so, but they still also engage in risky behaviors as well. And the labeling of a moody girl or indisciplined or rude during that time when their hormones are up and about is actually something that we should talk about more. Yeah, because I believe it's probably still happening even in this day and age. Would you say it's the same even for, I'm just trying to think now, even as a young wife and how that happens? Because it doesn't stop when you become a wife. The periods are still coming, they're coming monthly. And now you have this dashing gentleman who was also never taught about moods and how the female body works. From your experience, whether personally or professionally, or from now being a mom, do you think it has an impact? And what should we be doing about talking about it?
Well, they should just be aware that it is there and it happens. Because today I may just serve you dinner properly, tomorrow I may snap. Yeah. And from you it is the same time, the same action, the same everything, but the response from the other side is different. And then you start wondering, what could I have done? What may have happened? And if you ask, is there anything wrong? Actually, the response is always nothing. I'm okay. Yeah.
It seems to be quite common. I didn't even realize now when I spoke to my friends that it's almost constant answer to that question, especially for men. Is there anything wrong, or are you fine? And you're just like, I'm fine. And women not understanding themselves as well to be able to give that information. to the other partner, to the other party, to be able to say, this actually happens every month. So maybe...
We expect them to know.
Okay. It's true. We expect them to know.
We expect them to know. I don't know from where, but we expect them to actually know that that happens. Yeah.
I like what you said. We expect them to know, but we don't know
from where.
So this is what filling the gap is about. We will tell them that this happens and it has an impact. So you're quite ahead of me in terms of age.
Yeah. I'm even a great grandmother now.
Oh, really? Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great grandmother is like
my grandson got a daughter.
A daughter. Hey, and here you are authoring a book.
So life has to continue. Yes.
How has that experience been since, maybe I want to say from age 45 and above?
It has been interesting because you now start having your premenopausal stunts, and then you have growing children who are also beginning to, they are in college, they are in high school, they are beginning to make up their own mind to do things which you feel like, what will that lead to and everything. So it's a bit tough actually. So you are working, you are also having your mood changes and stress from premenopause, and then your children are growing, and the more they make their own decisions, the more you start wondering, how will it turn out? Yes. At times you even hold yourself back because at times you feel like saying no, but you can't be a no up to when. You just have to let go, and you pray more, by the way.
I don't think enough women talk about that phase of their lives between the ages of like 45 and 55, what you're describing, because it's a lot. And then you also have aging parents on the other side.
Yes, on the other side, yes.
Yeah, it's a lot. Women are carrying a lot of things.
I think even men carry them. We should not assume they don't. And maybe thinking they don't is what weighs us down more. We need to be knowing they also carry it and share more with them. Yes.
Yeah, I like that idea, that we've assumed that men don't carry these things.
We should also let them in, or not assume they don't carry it, and share.
I'll look for an older man for this podcast to have this conversation
with. It is true, actually. Because I think we leave them out and they feel left out. And that is why they are more prone to loneliness.
And a lot of mental
compared
health
to women. Yes.
A lot of men, even in their older ages, are struggling with mental health problems because of this. They've been sort of left out of these conversations in society. So you mentioned the word there, premenopause, perimenopause. How was that experience for you physically, from a physical perspective? I mean, even mentally, but did you know it was coming first?
No.
So for our audience, a doctor who's a pathologist didn't know
it was
coming.
Yes.
And how it was coming.
And that was the time.
And that was... Did you realize in it, or what happened? Tell us.
I didn't realize even in it, but maybe when I reached the tail end of the of the whole period, then I realized this must have been it, actually.
So you didn't know it was coming?
Walked into it.
Nearly finished.
Through it, nearly finished, and then I realized that must have been that space. Yes.
What was happening in that time?
No, in that time, it was just like you are a bit more. I was a bit more quarrelsome. Eh?
I like how you're being
Because
diplomatic.
it is now me.
You're being diplomatic.
Yeah. You are a bit more quarrelsome. At times you do things which later on you look back and it is like, now what was that? Yes.
Even to yourself?
Even to myself. And then I would have like a very heavy period and then I miss like 2 months and then like that. Yeah.
Which can be quite disruptive
Yes.
if you think about it, because you don't know when it's coming.
You don't know when it's coming, and then when it comes, it is like
too much.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
1-2 days and then
it disappears.
It disappears. Yeah.
Wow. First, I'm just
So
still
like
stuck on
5-7 years like this, just like that, and then yeah.
Coincidentally, the perimenopause can be up to 10 years. And perimenopause is that phase where your periods are still coming. They've not disappeared completely. And initially they start coming really close and then they start to spread out. What you're describing is now where they were spreading out longer and longer and then coming. And that's disruptive for 5 to 7 years without this information. What else physically did you feel? Were there any other things?
Okay, I had to change my dress size up. Yeah.
So
within very short periods of time, you find it can't fit anymore. It can't fit anymore, and that is also not. It's not cheap. Yeah. And then of course everybody is like, you put on weight. You put on weight. You're putting on a lot of weight, but. Yeah.
And it's not within your control. This is actually one of the more distressing symptoms of menopause and perimenopause that people don't talk about. That there is increase in weight that is uncharacteristic, not found. There's no medical reason that we are finding when we investigate, but it's also a lot of judgment around the women who are experiencing that. A lot of the weight of perimenopause and menopause is in the belly area.
You see, I'm even hiding this with this fashion I'm
this
wearing.
this fashion that you're having. But it's quite a distressing symptom that people don't talk about. A lot of people talk about hot flashes. Nearly 85% of women will have hot flashes, but it's not as, or it may not always be as distressing as these other things that people don't talk about. So for our audience, increase in weight that is uncharacteristic and can be very dramatic is one of the signs of perimenopause and menopause. What else was happening?
Life was just continuing, kinda. Yes.
Okay. Did you have any problems with like doing your job? Were there any symptoms that made you stop working or not be able to go to work, or do you just power through these things?
No, I continued going to work, but then the other thing is that I also continued kind of going up the ladder. So what I used to need to do on a daily basis, that reduced a lot.
Okay.
So I think that also helped. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of career women stop going to work because of their symptoms, and we see this quite a lot in like corporate women. They're unable to function mentally, so they're at the peak of their careers, but it's also where the peak of their symptoms are happening. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Interesting. So then now your period disappeared.
Yeah.
What was that like when it disappeared? Because it sounds like the tail end is where you are discovering.
Yes, it disappeared, and to begin with, I was like, now that it used to disappear and come, but it never came back. So to be honest, that was a relief. And then that was one weight off my shoulder, because waiting and having periods all this time actually is not, it's not easy, but it's something people have to go through. And then you also save.
I know. People, we don't talk about the
We
savings.
don't talk about the
The
savings.
savings on period products. Hey, I'm waiting for one, like
It will
anyone.
come.
Yeah, like whoever makes it that we have to pay for these things that is not within our control.
Yeah. And then it is like, actually you wake up and go to sleep with one worry off your head.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very exciting.
It is. It's different.
It's different.
Yes, it is different. Yeah.
And you don't have to think.
Yeah, you don't have to
about
think
it.
much. But then now, you wake up and your back is now paining.
There's other new problems.
New problems. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about like muscle pain and joint pains. I'm in an era of my life where when I sleep, the first thing when I wake up in the morning is just to move a bit because I'm not sure what will hurt, and then I deal with whatever is hurting. Did you have any of these things? You've just mentioned the back pain, so I wasn't sure whether to
the back pain and recently knee pain. But then anyway, something like around 2020. I got some cellulitis and then was hospitalized for quite some time. Then after that, it took me almost like a year to go back to, Then I retired. And then after that, I discovered gymming. Like I do it twice a week. Yes. So this has also helped me. Yeah.
Okay.
The back pain which had started now, actually, I barely feel it. Yes. Yeah. Recently, I started having a knee pain, but then I discovered I have a knee spur.
Okay.
So I'll see how to twig my life around it. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that you brought up exercise. I'm a big fan of the gym, as you know. No pressure. But it sounds like you started that fairly recently. Would you? It sounds like you'd recommend it, but is that what you would be saying to women of your age? Would you have started it earlier? What types of exercises do you do as well?
To be honest, earlier, I don't think I would have fitted in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Earlier, I just used to walk. After I drop my kid in school, I come back, I can walk, or I walk them to the school bus, then I do a lap and come back. Yeah, walking a bit, yes. But what I do right now, I don't think it would have fitted in. Yeah.
Okay.
The dropping, the picking, the homework,
life,
the husband, life, the job. No, it was not easy.
Okay. So what types of exercises do you do?
I walk and I lift weights.
I like that.
Yeah.
And you're enjoying that?
Yeah, I enjoy.
So we should have a session.
Yeah, we should. I will invite you. I have a trainer. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for our audience, you can see that you can start weight training at any time. This is what Auntie Jenny said. Any age. There's no for, I can't do and I can't do.
No. And we should not feel like you'll become like this. No. That's what people fear.
Yeah. So you haven't felt like you have become like a...
No.
You're still very feminine.
No.
All right, yeah. I'll talk a little bit about the pains that come with perimenopause and menopause. And actually, some of the work that I've done within African women is that we're having more muscular and bone pains than we're having hot flashes and other common menopausal symptoms.
Okay.
So we are struggling with bone and muscle pain, which comes from the loss of estrogen, which is a hormone of the women, and that makes our bones weak and it makes our muscles not very strong. So that's where some of those pains come from. And I'm happy to hear that exercise has sort of reduced some of those things.
Yeah, it does.
So would you say you're enjoying this space?
Yeah.
With the lack of periods and...
Yeah, actually, it's a different face, actually. Yeah.
Are you less quarrelsome?
Okay, maybe I don't have people to quarrel with.
They've all left. They've all left.
They've all left, yes.
Okay. All right. So, in thinking about things that people before, so we usually have a guest who has left something for us to talk about before, and then you will give us some advice for the next guest. The previous guest left a very interesting quote about loving ourselves and taking care of ourselves and being like the light of the world. What would be your thoughts on that quote?
When you sent the brief, there was that thing of you'll need to leave something for the next guest. And what I had thought of was actually you should just love yourself and spread love.
Interesting.
So everything she has said is part of is loving yourself and spreading the love. Yeah. So she's very correct because that is what I had thought about. But I also was going to have two.
Yes.
The second one is that we learn every day and we should keep learning. And we should not be scared of learning from the younger people. The world is changing and they know more of everything about what is happening now than what we know and what we grew up knowing. So we should just use our wisdom to guide, but leave it open to learn from them, actually. Yeah, they have a lot to teach us. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
They have a lot to teach us. Yeah.
So the podcast should include also what our mothers and doctors and daughters are teaching us.
Yeah, they have a lot to teach us. They see things from a different perspective. They live in a different environment. Life has changed. What they see in the digital space, which I rarely or I don't even know how to use, is a lot. So you cannot start dictating to them that they should do things the ABCD way. No. Listen to them and then guide them or ask them where they think that will lead them tomorrow or the next. That is when they may stop and wonder what next. But they know. Yeah.
So guidance.
Yeah. And listen to them. These people, they know things. It is true. They know many things. And they tell you things which you step back in your mind and feel if you knew. Yeah, if you knew. Your life would be different. You would have done things differently. But now that they know, it is just that they are not prioritizing the right things. That is where you may guide. But they are doing everything correct with the environment that they are living in. Yeah.
Has there been something about women's health that you have learned from someone who is younger than you?
That you can actually just take a quiet, alone holiday. Yeah.
And just
and
be.
not feel guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys used to have a lot of that.
You used to
of not taking the holiday.
Yeah,
and feeling a lot of
always
guilt.
Thinking of the husband, the children, the mother, what will people say? But these people actually, and they plan for it, and they do it. And it is It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's
Have
not
have
bad.
have you taken a holiday yourself?
Yes.
By yourself?
Yes.
Excellent.
By myself. Yeah.
And you liked it? Eh.
I'm telling you, it is here. Yeah.
All right. Good. It's been lovely having you on. I like that, so how we've closed that even the younger people can teach the ones who are older.
Don't you agree?
I fully agree.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot even from the crew is quite young, as you've seen.
Okay, I've seen them young, handsome.
We don't say that
young, handsome.
young, handsome
Yes.
people and young ladies.
You should invite one of them to tell you about Lonely Hearts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll talk about Lonely Hearts.
Yeah.
And how they deal with it in this phase. All right. So you guys of the background, make sure that you are engaging with the Lonely Hearts. So
don't point at each other.
They're all like
you can invite
someone else.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, good. So that this has been Filling the Gap podcast, where we are looking to fill the gap on what your doctor and your mama did not tell you. I hope that has been useful information. And please, we have been surprised by a doctor who didn't know perimenopause and menopause was coming. So we hope you are filling the gap in that process. So please feel free to like, subscribe, share, mothers, daughters. Now we have even been told about the young, handsome men. Also need to hear this information, and we hope to see you on the next episode. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming, Auntie Jane.
Okay, most welcome.